What's good, everybody? MidMorningSol back at it again with part 75, I believe, of Piofiore. So, y'all, last night I did say I was gonna try to, it is last night. Last night I did say I was gonna try to play some more of the game, but real talk, I fell asleep. I forgot editing and uploading, and I was gonna try to stay up at midnight, but body said, nah, get your ass to bed. So I'm actually up really early, so if you're wondering why I sound different when I wake up, of course, like when anybody wakes up they sound different, but I hope y'all can hear me just fine. So we're about to start chapter 4. We're at the midway point, potential midway point. I don't know, because Gil might pull a Dante and have like 9 chapters instead. But we're pretty much close to, if not at the midway point. Last chapter, we got a little bit of exposition with, or not exposition, that's chapter 2. Chapter 3 was more lighthearted, more fun. Decided to go to the church because, you know, I was missing everybody and I didn't get to speak to everybody. So it turns out somebody from the Visconti spoke on my behalf. And I'm like, oh, that's how they know I'm staying with them. So that's nice and all, but I would rather see them and tell them myself. So we went on to the church. Lily spoke to everybody. And the kids were missing me and my sweets. Gil called himself trying to help me out, but the man can't cook, so he just went on and played with the kids. We also got to run into Luca and officially meet Luca, and Gil likes him, so he pays him off for information. Major tipping point is that we now know, or we're going to know, when we drop by at the casino, and we got a letter stating that something about 12 seats, blah 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 blah. I forget the exact details, but you know, they had, sure enough, a counterfeit bill. So yeah, chapter 4, we're gonna find out what the hell's going on, because I'm guessing we're heading to the casino. And also, and that was thanks to Luca. Luca found that from the drop bag of a person who was staying. So yeah, a lot of moving, a lot of shaking going on. Let's see what entails for chapter 4, shall we? Take a gamble. It had been around a week since I started staying with the Visconti. Every day we gathered information on the counterfeit money issue. However, it wasn't easy to find details about the real culprit, even though Gil's freedom was on the line. He said that there was no point in panicking and didn't seem bothered by the fact that nothing was improving. Yeah, you say that when you have 3 months, but when it gets closer to that deadline... Alright. Uninvited. Uh-oh. Roseberry, are you gonna be foul this time? It was a beautiful afternoon. I had greeted an unexpected visitor and found myself somehow playing chess with him.
ブルローネのみんなはうまくやってくれるかな。どう思う、ヨゼフ？
さて、所詮は犯罪組織だ。始まりこそ かの系譜に連なるとはいえ。
あ、僕のナイト。
部活に自陣を飛び出した駒は落とされても仕方がない当然の結果だな。
まあね、それは同感だけれど、その理屈で言うのならブルローネは彼らの土地だ。あの町で起きた事件ならバルツォーネの手のひらの上も同じ。違うかい、ヨゼフ？ところで
Emilio was smiling peacefully, but his tone suddenly became stern.
君は隠していたつもりだろうけれど、僕は知っているよ。聖火に内緒でバルツォーネを切り捨てようと画策したね。そのために使徒の役割をねじ曲げた。墓守の一族の後継者に必要な情報を、正しい伝承を伝えなかった。そうだね。
In trying my best to remain calm, I couldn't answer him. As if uninterested in my answer, I yawned. No. Emilio continued speaking.
思い直してくれて本当によかった。僕も君には期待しているんだ。
So he's not going to enlist Lao Shu's help?
ヨゼフ・フォン・ロズベルグは将来峡谷を担う一翼になってくれるだろうって。これでチェック。僕の勝ちだね。
Yeah, I'd be mad too if I lost to a little kid. I tried my best to maintain composure, but my fists on top of my knees were shaking. Ooh. I had denied the invitation from the Lao Shu and decided to follow the church's rule. Wow, okay, so he did. Interesting. And that decision was the choice that kept me from falling through thin ice. That moment was the first time I realized it. So Roseberg's being a good boy this route. Interesting. Okay. Walking down the hallway, I saw an unfamiliar face leaving Gil's room. The man slammed the door shut and he let out a grunt of frustration as he stormed off. He's not from the Visconti, is he? I never had seen him before. The air he gave off didn't seem like one of Gil's men either. Did something happen? Gil, do you have a moment? Is now a good time? I noticed you had a visitor.
ああ、用は済んだ。それよりどうした？
Why is a man leaving your room? Oliver called for you. Some packages arrived from America, so he wants to inspect. Uh-oh.
これだよ、これ。待ちわびたぜ。
Damn, shopaholic much? Then again, I do the same damn thing, so I don't really blame you, especially in these certain times. Can't say I my place didn't look like this at one point. What is this?
こいつはグリップが木製なのか。後で使い心地を確かめてみねえとな。
What the hell are you talking about? As soon as I told Gil, he had immediately rushed off to the lounge. I ran after him to see what it was, but Gil had been like this since then. He joyously looked at a new weapon, gently holding it as he examined it carefully.
これが噂の新型オプションってやつか。取り付けると反動が大幅に軽減されて。
Oh, guns. Alright. Never mind.
それからあのトンプソンはこの箱か。これも後で試してみねえと。
Gil being a true American, being ecstatic over his right to bear arms, even though he's in Italy, but still. What Gil took out of the wooden box was a gun bigger than any I had seen before. Oh yeah, they were packing the semis and the automatics, so It was very long with 2 handles. It appeared to require 2 hands to use. I timidly walked between the packages toward Gil and asked, "Did you get all this from America?" Gil looked happy, surrounded by wooden boxes that filled up half the lounge. It was likely they all contained guns wrapped in the same packaging material, thin paper. What the fuck? Well, good thing that... Woo! Back then, I'm pretty sure they didn't care, but... Holy shit, man. Imagine if that was the case in today's age. Oof. Thin paper, them guns would probably be going off.
俺たちみたいな立場の人間にはどうしたって力が必要になるからな。
Oh yeah, we found out that they did this, or they had this in Yang's, I think it was Best End or something like that. Yeah. Or no, I think it was Good End too, where they had different guns.
これはいわば俺たちの生命線だ。こうやって定期的に調達しとかねえと。
But y'all don't maintain them shits? I mean, I get that, you know, you need the guns, but like, y'all don't maintain them? You need a gun every so often? Gil spoke in a serious tone, but his eyes were sparkling like a child's. He looks like a child who just bought a new toy. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him at this point. Seeing him so excited, I couldn't help but smile. Oh, Gil, gonna slaughter a whole bunch of people, are you? How adorable. I wondered why he'd have such scary things, but to Gil, they weren't scary at all. Oliver watched Gil open one box after another and sighed.
新しい武器の検品は自分でやると言っていつも聞かないんだ。うちのボスは。
Gil gazed fondly at the gun in his hands, looking as though he was about to rub his cheek against it. As long as your finger ain't near the trigger. Say, Gil, what do these things do? They look bigger than normal guns.
この M1921 はただ引き金を引くだけで簡単に弾が連射できる画期的な代物だ。
Automatic weapon. M1921, a submachine gun developed in the United States, also known as the Thompson or the Chicago typewriter. Okay, so y'all, if you're wondering what that gun looks like, the most recent answer I can give you, Resident Evil 4, when you clear the game, I don't know if you do, I think you, yeah, because the infinite rocket launcher is like you completing it on professional. But I think if you just complete the game, you get the Chicago typewriter, which is that elongated gun with the circular like ribbon or whatever. That's what it is. And they say Thompson, but they call it Tommy gun. It's a Tommy gun. So I get it.
1分間に最大800発も撃てるってんだからすげえ話だろ。
That's something, alright. 800? can't even imagine it.
だよな。自分の目で見ねえとなんともだろう。俺も早く試し打ちして。
You probably gonna have that girl freaking out in the corner. Oh, Gil, what's inside of that box?
これはな、組み立てると大砲になるんだ。
Bruh, yeah, they had the cannon and the Lao shoot route, so yeah, there's some continuity there. Huh? You're gonna build this here?
そうだ。それからこっちはアメリカの陸軍で正式採用されてる機関銃で砲熱ジャケットが。
How the hell are you getting army grade weapons? Up until now, Gil was going on and on, answering my questions, but suddenly fell silent. What's the matter, Gil?
いや、こんな話、あんたは興味ねえよな。すまねえ。
I mean, of course I'm interested in things that can kill me, so I know to stay away from them. But it's okay, it's cute when you... I always thought this, like, for the most part, as long as it ain't sports for me. But when I hear about someone's passion and they get really into it, it's interesting to hear them spew whatever the hell they have to say. It's cute. I like it. It's not true. I want to hear more of your stories, Gil. Gil? You don't believe me?
いや、なんかちょっと不思議でな。
I mean, women could be like that too. Like, if once you go on, like, you hear somebody very passionate going on and on about a subject that they really care about, it's cute. You'd want to learn from them. Odd.
だって普通の女はこういうもんにはあんまり食いつかねえだろ。
Well, I'm not your average girl. I'm not your typical woman. So, I don't know. Just tell me. Yeah, I'll say it, because it's because you look so excited, Gil. I guess you drew me in.
あ、そんなに浮かれてたか、俺。
Yeah, you did. Come on now. And if you try to deny it, use a damn lie.
ああ、間違いなく浮かれていた。
Thank you, Oliver.
ああ、そうか。付き合ってくれてありがとな。
I'm not playing. I'm serious. You're very passionate about it. I would like to hear more from you. Gil laughed a little awkwardly. He seemed a bit more childish than usual.
すみません。ってうわ、すごいですねこれ。
I wonder if Leo's gonna report back. Oh my god, this guy's got like a fucking enough heat to make a fireworks show or some shit. Leo entered the lounge, and his eyes grew wide at the sight of the weapon.
ああ、いいもん仕入れてるだろう。で、どうしたレオ？俺に言おうか？
俺、今日はカポのところに定期報告に行かないといけない日なんです。
He's like, now it's my time to make my move.
だから午後の予定を聞こうと思って。俺としてはこのまま屋敷にいてくれると安心なんですけど。
Oh, is today Friday? Well, Friday in the story. Is today Friday in the story? Because I don't think we would stay put in the manor.
なるほどな。とりあえず俺の予定は。
As Gil answered Leo, he checked the time and nodded, remembering something.
一通り検品が終わったら教会に行くつもりだ。今
Yep,
日は
of course.
金曜日だからな。
Of course.
あんたも行くだろ、リリー。
Oh, so maybe I should have went to the Falzones, because we were going to go to the church regardless. Is it okay?
もちろん、シスターに顔を見せてやるといい。
Aw, thank you. Of course. Thank you, Gil.
じゃあ俺もついていきます。 報告は少し遅くなっても大丈夫だと思うし。
いや、お前は自分の仕事をやってこい。彼女には俺がついてる。任せてくれ。
でも護衛も俺の仕事ですから。
It's one of those, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to her, but because of plot, something will happen.
カポへの報告だって同じくらい大事だろ。護衛は毎日しっかりやってくれてる。報告の時くらい彼女を俺に任せたってダンテは何も言わねえよ。
Oh, Leo, I would like for you to be around, but no, go do your job.
じゃあシニョレ・レッドフォード、彼女のことどうぞよろしくお願いします。
任せとけ。それよりレオ。
はい。
いい加減俺のことはギルでいいんだぜ。うちじゃ下の奴らだってそう呼ぶくらいだ。
Aww.
いえ、いいです。遠慮します。
I guess he's like, no, we're keeping it professional over here.
俺はファルツォーネの人間ですから、
Yeah.
そこはきっちり線を引いておかないと。
Wow. Okay, Leo. I get you.
真面目だな。そんなとこだけダンテに似たか。
I am blushing too. Oh my gosh. What is it with Gil making these dudes blush? Leo smiled shyly as he bowed before exiting the lounge. Gil turned to me with the usual plan.
教会に行った足で何か進展がねえか。他のとこにも顔を出そうと思うんだが。
Oh, that's not a good idea.
今日はどこに行く？よかったらあんたの意見も聞かせてくれ。
Okay, so we know we go into the church. I thought about it for a little while. Shit. What? Oh my god, the alternate choices are gonna be... The alternate choices, y'all, are gonna be really fucked up. It's been a week, so I think we should check in on the Lao Shu, though. It has been a week, so I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm thinking. The key maiden business, that's... But we're going to the casino. I think we should check the Lao Shu. I mean, also, Creta has some good information. So, I mean, that would be my second choice, but... Let's go for the Lao Shu. Since Leo belongs to the Falzone, I'm sure he's able to communicate with them. But they're not going to tell him about the Key Maiden thing. I'm concerned about the Lao Shu.
Huh? 俺もそう思ってたところだ。
As soon as we settled our plans, Gil resumed his inspection of the weapon. I know, y'all, I know what you're thinking, but mid-morning, the Lao Shu is like the worst place to take Lily right now. But we're on this truth. I mean, I guess that don't mean shit to Yang, but he could have information regarding the Liu Huang Hui. So I just want to make sure, like, you know, the counterfeiting takes precedence, if anything. Did I read that? Whatever, I'm reading it again. It's too early in the damn morning. As soon as we settled our plans, Gil resumed his inspection of the weapons. I wanted to stay with him and watched him finish the whole process. Okay. By the time he was done checking everything, it was mid-afternoon. We felt the warm rays of the sun on our skin as we walked to the church.
俺は聖堂で祈ってくが、 あんたはどうする？
Praise. Well, I was about to say something. There's this owl who keeps wilding out, y'all. It's fucking annoying. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I think that owl should shut up by now. I mean, don't get me wrong, nature's beautiful and all, but god damn, I hear this owl all throughout the night. Like, he will not shut up. I don't know if it's a he, but I'm just thinking. Yes, I assumed it's gender. Girl, you done said hi to Sister Sophia. I want to pray too. It's been a while since I've prayed. Liliana, you ain't been praying? Why you with the oops, I was about to say files on this. With the Visconti? Girl, you's a damn heathen. Get your ass in there and what is it? Repent. Yeah, there we go. It's way too early in the morning. I decided to go with him. Although I prayed in the morning, at night, and before meals, I felt like something was missing not praying at the church. Okay, she's been praying. Grace to me doesn't count. Just saying. I mean, you are giving thanks for the food, but it's like 2 seconds, whatever. You gotta pray like at least once a day. That's just me being a spiritual person. But let's keep going.
じゃ、一緒に行くか?
Yeah. Okay. The solemn air of the church quieted us, as we sat in the pews and knelt down. The silence remained unbroken as we observed the church's rules with reverence. I naturally looked over at Gil next to me. Gil seemed to be praying very seriously and didn't see me looking. Well, bitch, you're not supposed to be looking at people when you pray. You're supposed to be fucking closing your eyes and praying. I knew that he prayed every day, but I realized how deep his faith was. I used to look at Gil from afar, but now he's right at my side. I still can't get used to this. We left the church and arrived at Valeno. This was where the Lao Shoes base stood. Hey kids, how y'all doing?
ディスコンティのレッドフォードと女の子だよ。
The two children seemed to be twins, and they guided us to a big room that looked to be a dining hall. Thank you, Lan and Faye. I stopped, realizing I didn't know their names yet. They seemed to understand and told me their names.
私、ラン。フェイ。
I see. Thank you, Lan, Faye. I thanked them, and they both flashed their innocent smiles. Atop the round table were a Chinese tea set and a lot of dishes I've never seen.
Yo, Yam, ちょいと邪魔するぜ。
Oh, what's your mood like today? As soon as Yang saw us, he gave a big sigh that made it clear he didn't want to say fuck. Perhaps we visited unannounced. He looked at us as if he were annoyed. Damn it. Next to Yang was a man I'd never met before. Oh, you don't want to meet him, sweetheart. When he saw Gil, he gulped in surprise. It must have come as a shock to see Gil, the Visconti boss, visiting Yang here.
そういうわけで、せっかくベレーノまで来たんだから、茶でも出してくれ。
We can tell me you got some information. It's been a while. Gil spoke ever so lightly as he swiftly sat down on one of the chairs.
これうまそうだな。一つもらうぜ。
No, it's probably poison. Gil reached out to a big, white, fluffy thing and took a bite out of it.
こいつはいいな。俺の知ってるどの料理とも違う味だ。
Gil acted like one of those people that barge in and you never said, you know, for them to come in, or you never expected them, and then they just make themselves comfortable, and it's like, are you fucking serious? I never said you can stay here.
ベレーノに売ってるもんは大概うまいからな。中華民国ってのはすごい国だ。
I'd wait until we find out what's going on with this counterfeiting.
俺の飯に手を出すな。毒が入っているとは思わんのか。
That's exactly what the fuck I was thinking. I'm like, dude, you just grabbing shit and eating it? You don't even know if they poisoned it or something. I mean, granted, it's unexpected drop in, but still.
お前がわざわざ聞いてくるってことは入ってねえんだろ?
It's true.
だいたい俺が来ることを知らせてねえのに毒なんて仕込めるはずもねえしな。
Gil, sweetheart, this is Yang we're talking. He might have just one day up and got tired of everybody and poisoned the food just to kill everybody off. He would do that. I would not put that past him. But yeah, Gil has a point.
リリーもどうだ? ご商売に預かろうぜ。
I don't know if she's gonna be adventurous in the taste bud department, but go ahead, girl. Like, you get to have authentic Chinese food, not this. Well, I'm talking like in terms of if they're living now, but not the bastardized, not the bastardized Americanized rendition of Chinese food. Gil spoke with a smile. Shit. This fucking route branches so much. Oh my stars, y'all. Oh god. Alright, well. Did we eat anything? Let me save. I don't know. Even though like Gil's reasoning is pretty sound, still. I go ahead and I'll go ahead and take a bite. Then would you mind if I had one too?
構わん。好きにしろ。
Yang looked like he had the venom taken out of him and just sighed.
文化の違う相手のことを理解してえなら、食事を知るってのも一つの手だからな。
I could kind of agree with that, yeah. Gil laughed and took another bite of his food. I chose the same thing that Gil did and mustered up the courage to take a bite. I'm just kidding. It's delicious. The thick bun had a slight sweet taste to it, and inside was filled with salted meat and vegetables. A bow. I want one. I want to try one. I couldn't help but praise the food, and the twins nearby exclaimed with delight.
うちのヤムチャは天下一品だからね。味がわかるみたいでよかったよ。
Oh, I believe y'all would have been big mad if I refrained from eating the food.
もっと食べてもっと食べて。おかわり持ってきてあげるね。
What, this time with poison in it? What is your problem, Yang? Is everything alright?
男の飲み食いに興味はないが、よく食べる女は嫌いではない。
I do not like when people watch me eat. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I get so self-conscious because, like, I'm a messy eater, so somebody looking at me, I'm thinking, like, I got food all over me or something, but, oh.
どうだ？レッドホードを捨てて俺の元に来るというのは。
I did that, been there, done that, had you several times. We're good.
飽きるまでは可愛がってやろう。
Oh yes, I figured that. Like, you got bored quite often. No, Liliana, no. Honestly, I can only sense bad things from this. I shook my head and answered. I mean, did I say hand? I shook my head and answered awkwardly. Thank you, but I'll have to decline. Okay, good. You're good.
賢明だな。ますますいい。
You know you dodged the bullet when he even agrees with you.
ちなみに今日のお茶はロンジン茶だよ。色は地味だけど美味しいよ。
I mean, sometimes you like if you have something like that's got complexity and flavors, you want something kind of bland to balance it out. So I mean, that's interesting. Ooh, that's a white lie.
これ健康にもいいよ。それとお肌にもいいんだって。
The two exclaimed as they started to pour enough tea for the table.
それで何の用だ？まさか飯をたかれに来ただけということはなかろう。
Dang, baby, I know you're smarter than this. You know why we're here. We're checking on status if you know any more information.
リュウファンフィの件についてちょっと聞いておきたくてな。
Right.
都合がいい。今ちょうど報告を受けていたところだ。
I figured like to go that the day after that wouldn't make sense, but to go now, I mean, why not? Why not try them? Yan gave a slight nod to a man standing next to him and continued to speak.
首都の郊外に空港があるだろう。チャンピーノだったか。あそこから本国まで飛ばさせた。
へえ、お前が直接行ってきたのか？そりゃご苦労だったな、リー。
Wait, he knows him? Yeah, he knows him because we don't know him. You must know this man. Yeah, he just said his name.
こんな状況でリュウ・ファンフィが流してくる情報なんて信用できませんから。ラオ州の人間が直接現地に赴くのが唯一確実な手段だったというわけです。
What did you look for there?
つい先日、ワンというジジイが死んだ。精巧な細工物を作ると評判の高名な職人だ。
R.I.P. Wang.
ヤンが俺に命じたのはそのワンという職人に関することです。
うん？リュウ・ファンフィのことじゃねえのか？
リュウ・ファンフィを直接探ったところで誇りもてえ。その前にリーが殺されるのが関の山だ。ワンは酔って家に帰る途中、足を滑らせて崖から落ちて死んだ。という話だったが。
Oh, I don't mean to laugh at that. But, you know, like, when some people tell you, it's like it's a little too convenient. Y'all know how the mafia be. Somebody important an important key player dies all of a sudden. A little too convenient.
あのじじい、酒はやらん。
Yeah.
始末されたんだろう。もともとこちら側の人間だからな。
On our side. So his craft's related to criminal activities?
ああ。
Yang affirmed my suspicions, then looked over at Lee as if telling him to finish the story.
死因については事故死以上の情報はつかめませんでした。死ぬ直前まで手掛けていた作品、まあ彼の遺作となったわけですが、それについてワンが知り合いにこぼしていたという話を聞けました。いわく、これが完成すれば世界はひっくり返ると。
What the hell?
俺の人生をかけた大作、久々にやりがいのある仕事だなどと話していたそうです。
The world would turn upside down.
家を調べたかったのですが、ワンの趣味
Wow.
が早々に消失していたようです。
The Liu Huanghui didn't want that shit going out. So they erased any traces of him. That's fucked up.
しかし、現場近くを根城にしている路上生活者が完全に焼け落ちる前に持ち出したものがいくつかあったようで。
Interesting.
いわゆる火事場泥棒です。物品に関してはすでに売り払われていたのですが、家の中の様子は聞くことができました。彼らによると、掘りかけの紙幣らしき柄の入った板が何枚も転がっていたと。
Oh no.
おそらく掘り損じたものを放置していたのかと。
So they wanted to get rid of them by burning the house down? I find that hard to believe because if it's plates that I'm thinking, you can still recover partially what they look like, and you would know, oh, wait, this looks like a plate for a bill, so is some counterfeiting going on here? But
ああ、その可能性が高いな。